Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're exploring fascinating world of the Rendile people, a unique community living in the dry lands of Marsabit County. The Rendile are known as camel herders, and their entire way of life revolves around these amazing animals, which provide them with food, transport, and livelihood. They are believed to have originated from the regions around Ethiopia, and over time they settled in the northern Kenya, developing a rich culture shaped by desert environment. From their colorful tradition and strong community bonds to their deep connection with nature, the Rendile people have a story that both inspiring and resilient. Let's dive in and learn more about their incredible way of life.
Actually, Rendile it's a community that is desert side community. The language is very much close to that one of Somali. Yeah, but also let's say Somali and Rendile are Catholics. Actually, even the language, there are so many similarities in speaking. Yeah, so and even words, many words are the same. They are shared. So like they say, Somali say, Rendile means rare deed. Rare is people, they are people. Also, they say that the Rendiles have refused to deal with their cousins. So that's why they are called red teeth, the Rendile. Yeah, so it's a nomadic community. People here live their lives by keeping animals, sheep and goat, camel. So that is their livelihoods. And they're actually found only in Masai. Rendiles are not any other place. So they are only
So Marsabit is a country.
Marsabit is a county. So Marsabit is a county, and then Laisam is a county. That's now a Rendile sub-county. Laisam is, and then this is Core, which has just become a sub-county very recent. Yeah, so Core is only, the people live here in Core are only Rendile. So there are no other communities around. Maybe like there are few people from other communities, but generally the bigger percentage of the community who live here are Barik.
So it makes sense if I say Rendile, like we the Luos, you say we came from other part of Congo and the other are saying we came from Sudan. That's our line where we originated from, because we know in part of Congo, find Luos, also in Uganda, also in South Sudan. So for you Rendiles, can I confirm, Mama say that you came from Somalia, that in your way were migrating?
Yeah, and really actually there is no written history on this, yeah. But there are so many beliefs. Some people say that actually Rendiles in like very many years ago have lived around at the base of Mount Kenya,
Oh, okay.
but that's not where we've come from. So they say that at some point Rendiles lived there, and then they moved to this lowland because since Rendiles are camel herders, they believe that camels don't do well in all places. So they moved to this area that are hot. And so there is also other beliefs that Rendiles have come from Somalia. So and that is why they are related to Somalis. So there's no actually specific written history, but beliefs are there that they have come from the Horn of Africa.
Like we have for the Kalenjin we have Hoitalel, Arab Samoy. For the Luo we have, I don't know, it's Bandababere or someone, or Dera or someone. So for you, uh, can you name of the ancestors maybe who was involved in terms of liberating Kenya or something? Do you have someone?
Okay, actually they are not actually known heroes on to that level, but actually we have the very many big men also.
Yeah.
Men who have done great things in terms of like uh, different the community from enemies and things like that. And also there were some giants. Actually giants. I mean there is specifically one that's called Lehar.
Yeah.
Lehar was a giant. Actually, when I can only relate him with Goliath. I mean,
Yeah, if you read the Bible, I don't know if I can pronounce it well. The Naphilims or something,
Yeah.
something like, yeah. They were giants. You remember when the Israelites were sent to go and spy, and when they came back, they gave a report that they saw people who are big. They could only see themselves as grasshopper, which I believe those people still exist.
Yeah, actually, okay. Now that you said about the biblical history,
Yeah.
there are so many similarities, uh, and the life of the Rendile community here is very much related to that one of Israelites, especially sacrifices. I mean, Rendiles do sacrifices where each household like this will slaughter a sheep, actually a blameless sheep, and the blood is smeared on the doorpost and on the men's forehead, men's arms here.
So the culture still
The
exists.
culture still exists. And then there are some names that are in the Bible that are also in the Rendile, especially the name Abba. Abba means father in the Bible,
Yeah.
and also in Rendile it means the same. So there is a story that is very much similar to that of Goliath and David.
And yeah.
That at one point there was a war between Canas and Rendile,
Yeah.
and then they say that the like Canas had a giant actually, or someone who has protective gear, and it was very hard for anybody to kill them. So there was this young man, very young guy, and then he was telling people, hey, because it was like a wartime, people are fighting. So the enemies on this side, the other enemies on this side. So there is a valley that they are fighting. So they are bringing one by one. So Rendile warriors are coming in, one comes in to fight with that person, and they get killed. So many Rendiles were killed until the blood was flowing actually. So there was this guy who was saying, hey, I can face this giant. And then the people are telling him, hey man, if these warriors are not able to kill this giant, who are you? I mean, you are just nobody. You are a small boy. You come from. I mean, you are nothing actually, based on what is your status, who you are, your background. So, but then he noticed that he can actually kill this person. So then they say, okay, let's try. I mean, you never know.
Yeah.
So this guy knew where to hit, and actually they say he hit the giant on the forehead. Not the giant died right there, and then the war was over.
Maybe we can be walking as we speak. So another question I wanted to ask: I've seen how your women or ladies dress. They dress like Somali. So
they do.
they are. So you have that culture from Somali, or is that your original? Because you say you came from the central part, but I see most of your women dress as Somali ladies.
Yeah, actually, yeah, it is because of the cultural similarities.
Yeah.
That is one of the factors actually. And also, you see, if you look at them, people they are just very similar. Actually, from other communities, people not differentiate who is Somali and who is a Rendile, especially in women. And the code of dressing is the same. I mean, like they look very much alike.
Yeah.
It's because of that cultural assimilation, cultural like connection.
Connection, yes.
But again, since Rendiles are now bordering the Samburu community, so there's so many Samburu culture that has come into Rendile,
Yeah.
and a lot of things have changed, and a lot of practices have come in also. So some of the things that are being practiced in Rendile are actually a Samburu culture. So Rendiles are actually in between. So there's still a lot of similarities, Somalis and Rendile, and also Samburu and Rendile. So Rendiles are in between, and actually this is something that many people are thinking it might affect the culture and the history of Rendile in the future.
So I've said, okay, this is a semi-arid place. Can I say it's arid or semi-arid?
It's a semi-arid.
So what is your uh, economic activity that you do here?
Most of the people here, or rather the livelihood here is keeping animals. People are keeping goats and sheep and camels also. So that is the livelihood actually. And you can see this is an animal pen. This is a sheep goat.
Yeah.
So that
Oh,
is
these are
yeah. So people keep animals here. And this is actually the source of their income. You sell them, or rather you sell them for the family. You sell them and get money to buy food for the family. You sell them and take children to school. Because 90% of the people here don't work. So, and it's because people haven't gone to school before. These generations that a lot of young men and women have gone to school, but before, not many people have gone to school, secure jobs. So the only job they can do is to keep the animals and to sustain their families through that.
While we were moving to the other side, I saw a mosque and I also saw a church. So people are practicing both religious.
Yeah, actually, there are churches here. There are also mosques around, and there are also a majority that is practicing like
The culture.
the cultural belief. I mean, like ATR is the traditional religion. So there are so many people just believe in that, and they believe in God actually. In Rendile, there is that belief in God. God that is they believe that there is a supreme God, a creator somewhere, who is able to do anything, who is powerful, who can sustain life, who can give life. So he provides. So there is a God somewhere who keeps life, and then who gives life as well, and then who protects people, who brings rain. So they pray to God actually. So the only thing that is not there in that belief system is the idea of Jesus and the Holy Spirit. But generally, there is that God, the creator of heaven and earth, that is being believed.
Talking about tradition, today I saw women, they have beads on their hair and some who did not have beads on their head. That is, so can you maybe tell us what does that symbolize?
So the attires actually signify so many things. There are attires for married women. There are beads, or rather headgear for married women, and there are others for unmarried women. So that is the difference. So all the time there are beads for married women that unmarried women cannot put on. Yeah. So actually the beads or anything that they put on has a meaning, or rather has a place, or rather put a woman in their place in the community.
Awesome. Actually, the last thing that I want us maybe to tell us, in the morning I saw, I don't know if I can don't remember. I saw something like a mountain here. I don't know if it's that one. Yes, the other one. I don't know. So do we have the mountains here? Because I noticed in the morning there were clouds. The clouds are there.
Probably the ones that you saw are the ones on the other side. So there are no mountains actually within Kor, but around Kor there are mountains. Like there's a place called Ngurnit, or rather Ndoto Mountains around Ngurnit.
Ndoto Mountain.
Yeah. So they are not very far from here. And the ones that we have here in Kor are just hills, but the big mountains that are near to Kor, rather within the community, are Ndoto Mountains.
Okay. So, but here I also noticed that people go to schools. I heard you saying that most of the people, most of the children do not go to school, but I've noticed that majority of them go to school. Also, they understand Swahili compared to other regions that we've visited. Most of them, they could not even comprehend a single word in Swahili, but here people can speak Swahili very well.
Yeah, as I was saying, actually, in recent years, people have taken children to school. There are still more that are not in school, but again, there are that are taken to school. So at least every family in Kor has a child in school, maybe two, but at least there is a child in school. Yeah, so there is a big deal on that, because a lot of children are turning to school. Our parents are taking their children to school, and it's because as much as people are keeping animals, the settlement has almost become permanent. So people are not moving anymore. So these houses will not move anymore. This is where they have settled, and this is where they will live now. But earlier, the early years before, people are moving actually. This village can move to some other place, and then from there to another place. So people are just moving in search of pasture, in search of water, such things. But right now, or rather these days, people have settled.
Yeah.
So being almost becoming permanent, then that means that they have to take some sort of school, while others are still able to take care of the animals. Because again, this is livelihood. You cannot leave the animals. I mean,
Yeah, sure.
this is the source of their
Yeah.
income.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Awesome, awesome. Maybe you can tell us one more thing, the last thing, then we close the video from there. Yes. About the Rendile that people do not know. And also, I've noticed this place is very far from the city. How do you guys survive, well?
This this is where we have been brought up, where we were born and brought up. And the only thing that I can say about Rendile is that Rendile is a unique community.
Yeah.
Not so many, only found here in Marsabit, and they live their life, do their things differently, and practice their religion, practice their culture, and it's also a peaceful community.
Yeah.
They're not so many, so they just live their life.
I heard someone saying that I think when we went to Samburu before, saying this is not Kenya. So they were greeting us and telling us, how is Kenya? And
Yeah, we used to say we are from Kenya B.
but
It's
now,
because you see some years back when actually when I was young and I was going to school, rather going to college. So most not actually everybody goes down to Nairobi, Solo, those areas for studies.
yeah.
So then the road wasn't tarmacked from Marsabit, or rather from Moyale to Isolo. So it's a rough road.
Yeah.
So and then there are no public means. You only get means, or rather travel with either in a lorry or a Land Cruiser carrying anything actually.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So then you are in a lorry. The lorry is carrying goats or maybe cattle to take them to Nairobi.
Yeah.
So you are on top of that Angola lions. So then when you get to Isolo, it's like, hey, or rather to Nairobi, it's like, hey, you smell, you smell cow dung. Are you a hada or something? So when you get there, they say, hey, guys, you are not in Kenya. So from that time, people will keep saying, okay, we are from Kenya B. So how is Kenya heading?
So another thing that I've observed, women are the ones who are, I don't know, you can just correct me. Women are the ones doing the normal chores around the house. The men will only sit and wait for the food. Is that correct?
It's yes and no. Or rather, it's correct and it's not correct. One, in Rendile culture, we've got like so many things like any other person. Of course, the family is busy and everybody is busy. And so like I understand that there are in cultures where men are building the houses, but it's not that way with Rendile. Women build the houses. Yeah, so the work of a man is to make sure that there's enough food in that house, the animals are well taken care of, the animals are watered, the animals are in good place, the animals are treated when they are sick. Anything that involves animals, anything that involves hard work belongs to men. But then from the side of a woman, I mean a wife in the house, she cooks for the husband and the children and everybody in the family. She gets water for
And also making the house like this.
yeah, this timber, yeah, these ones. Actually, this women make these ones. Yeah, but again, men are behind actually. As much as women are actually doing the work, the men are the ones providing all the materials, all everything that is needed. Actually, these days they are even helping in making house around, so that the women will easily put the sticks. So it is actually from far it looks like men are not doing anything, but actually men are doing a lot.
Behind the scene.
Behind the scenes, they're doing a lot. Like now, they go to town, they go to some far place, they get food, and then the women cook for them. So and then one other thing that is always misunderstood is that Rendile men, they've got a place, a central place where they will sit together. Like now, there is always in a village, in Rendile village, there is always a tree, elders tree. This they sit here, and then after the tree at night they sit together in a place called Nabo, right in the middle of the village. This is where decisions are made. This is where discussions are made. This is where decisions about the community, decisions about politics, decisions, anything is made.
Yeah.
Yeah. So That is the system. That is the culture.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Rendile culture, as you've heard. Actually, I resulted to do this video using my phone because the camera I'm using, the speaker refused to work at some point. So yeah, I don't know if the sound is not correct. Please, next time we'll be doing the video with the right voice. So thank you very much for watching this video. Subscribe, watch, share, comment, and thank you very much for those who have been watching my videos. See you in the next one.